Hey, what's happening? Just a few things to say. I'm trying to get this off my chest because I know and I can feel and I can feel in our community that it's a very high part of our thought process right now. The Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs sexual situation. The brother was arrested for sexual trafficking, uh, drug trafficking, coercion, kidnapping, just whooping on this girl and uh, physical threats of violence, denial of privileges to use the bathroom and eat and everything in the studio, and poisoning people when he drug them without their consent. Man, it's really kind of sad. It really is sad. I was looking at it here on the screen earlier, and Puff Daddy, he been doing this for years. But the funny thing about it is, he went out like he came in. He came in as a party promoter. He came in at Howard University throwing parties and promoting, the hip hop lifestyle. And then he ended up going into with the music and different artists and promoting them. And then remember when he had a brief period where he wasn't promoting music, but he was going around the country, he was throwing the all-white parties. That's where the all-white parties came from. Puff Daddy introduced that to our society, and he was going around the country making a whole bunch of money that brought him back. It's strange that he went out because of parties. Now, I've been thinking about this, and I've been viewing it, and I'm saying this. I know it's a lot of people that agree with him being incarcerated. Which I'm not in the court system, but I agree. If he did all these things, he need to be locked up because he did this to mostly our people. But the one thing that I notice is that this, when they say trafficking, like they say he was a drug trafficker. Okay, a drug trafficker is a person like Noriega. Not Noriega. What's the one? Pablo Escobar, a drug trafficker. He pack up the kilos and he put them inside the mule or whatever, and he gets it over here, and the people pick it up, and he has money brought back to him through the same net. That's trafficking drugs. Trafficking women is straight up having women that you have to sell. You got them and you selling them to other people. You taking them around the country and you charging people a whole bunch of money to have sex with them. Okay, that's what I interpreted as sex trafficking. Like how the people do in the foreign land, they'll come and they'll kidnap a child or a young lady and you won't see her no more. And next thing you know, you might not never find it. She might be over in the Middle East somewhere, have been bought by somebody rich. That's what I call sex trafficking. And I'm not a lawyer or anything, but that's what I call it. Now, as far as Puff Daddy is concerned, I call it the sexual, extremely felonious, deviant behavior. He buy a whole bunch of drugs and get everybody high and buy a whole bunch of baby oil. And if you come to my party, you're going to have to get high. We're going to get freaky. He was overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? And because he had money, he'd go different places and he'd give parties, these extravagant parties, just like he was doing when he was giving the all-white parties. He'd go to different cities and give these extravagant white parties, but they were legitimate. So now he moved into the illegitimate phase of it. I don't know if you call that drug trafficking or sex trafficking, But as far as the abuse and hitting that woman and dragging her down the hall and all that stuff, man, you need to be checked on that, bro, because that wasn't cool. But another thing I want to say, too, we all know that Puff Daddy been doing this a long time. It been in the wind a long time. Everybody been hearing about Puff Daddy and his sexual, stuff, everything, he willy-nilly, They've been saying it online and all the rappers, everybody been saying it for years. You feel me? And in no way I'm trying to say anything against that young lady, Miss Ventura. But it wasn't until a person that wasn't black said something that he really got in trouble. It wasn't until, and then that lady that was making the blame, I forgot her name. She had the blonde hair and pretty eyes. She's a Caucasian, no offense to nobody's race. I'm not saying that against them, but the system. That's why they had let him get away with this for so long. But when the people that weren't of color started really saying stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it was so far out there that, he had to get reeled in, he just had to get reeled in, man. The boy's on drugs. I hope he get the help he need. Personally, the way they got it set up with this trafficking and everything, the man might not never get out of jail. The man might not never get out of jail. He done did a bunch of stuff, and he been involved also, you going back to his connection with the Tupac situation, the Biggie Small situation, how Black Rob died with no money. And like everybody said, everybody who been on Puff Daddy label, ain't nobody never been rich that got rich that came off his label. Nobody. So, it's a lot of things going against him. That's why he was running around New York giving everybody five. He trying to get cool with all the brothers because he was finna go to Rikers or Brooklyn detention, where motherfuckers could call him, but yeah, where he at? Oh yeah, he over here trying to find out whose books he got to put money on and all them things. So, but I know it's a rude awakening. And I said this the other day, when a man go like that, man, I mean, he went from sugar to shit. You hear me? 3-4 mansions, private jet, all this stuff, Bentley, chauffeur driven, women all around, he taking drugs, he doing whatever he want to do, and now he in a little bitty cell, dog. 3-inch mattress. He don't get no more to eat than the next man. And probably knowing him, he's probably in protective custody because he is a security risk within the jail. Because once he come in, all the dudes is broke and stuff. They want, hey man, what you got for me? You know what I'm saying? We know you got some money. Tell your people, put something on my books, or or he got to buy his way through. But I just wanted to speak on it and say that part about the trafficking because. It's a lot of you brothers out there and a lot of you sisters out there. And I've seen you online. I know some of you, listen, you be involved in this trafficking. They setting it up for all this trafficking. All you women, all you sisters, young sisters that take pictures with your ass showing first on Instagram, trying to get somebody to fly you out. Or bring you over, you are part of this sex trafficking too. Eventually, they're going to find a way to make this into a crime. And this is the first step. See, Puff Daddy, the one who started all this. That's why he in trouble, because he the one started all this kind of fly in, give us some money, come to the party. We got the drugs. We got everything you need. Just bring your body. We saw a picture of you. We want to know you. Yeah, let me meet you. Okay, I got somewhere I want you to go. See, that been going on ever since he came into the scene. And people fell into that groove. So now here it come. Here it come, man. They finna make this into a crime. So all you people that been indoctrinated to not really knowing how to socialize with the opposite sex, except through monetary gains and things like that, that's finna be a crime. It just happened with Puff Daddy. It's been a big crime. He bought Cassie from her previous boyfriend. Y'all remember the story? Yeah. He saw her. He created a venue that she needed to come to so he could do this and that with her career. Tricked her to think he was going to give her a career. And then he started doing his thing. He flew her in. He flew her out. All these girls you see online going to Dubai. Oh, they was over here. How they get over there? Somebody flew them in. You better quit tricking. You better quit hooking. I'm telling you. The jig is up. It's just like Cat Williams said, they gave a quarter century until they finna switch all the laws over everything. You can see that. They scared to death. Black people becoming presidents and all this other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The influx of people of color coming into the country. They desperate. That's why they dealing with Trump. That's why we got Trump. And it had 34 bomb threats in Springfield, Ohio. Let me say that too. On my other thing, I had said Springfield, Illinois. It's really Springfield, Ohio. I mean, it's a Springfield in every state. But anyway, 34 bomb threats in Springfield, Ohio, ever since Trump and Vance started this lie. And they finna go up here, man. They finna go to the town and keep the lie going. After they already found out that the lady who said that the people ate her cat, the cat was in the basement, hiding from her ass. She probably wanted to eat him. Or he just didn't want, she was getting on his nerve. He was in the basement. She didn't blame it on the Haitian people because they from another culture, because they this. Anything that look like this is a problem. Remember that. And all my Indian brothers and sisters out there in America, and I be going into, the little phone stores, and y'all own a lot of little phone stores in 7-Eleven in our area. You look scared. Okay? We ain't gonna hurt y'all. Y'all black. We know y'all black. Y'all just got a little tainted with them. That's what Kamala is. See, we already know how the gang go. They ain't gonna never. Now, if they do that, they ain't gonna say never. But, man, if they ever, I just can't see it, that they would put a black man in the White House that is a descendant of slaves. Or a black woman in the White House descendant of slaves. Because we didn't have quite a few great politicians that were descendants of slaves. And no offense to those who are not descendants of slaves that are people of color. But I'm just saying, we have had a lot of them. And I think they'll block that with everything, But, so remember, stay focused on this election. And then another thing I want to say, and I'm going to leave this alone, this Puff Daddy thing. Remember, what got Puff Daddy messed up was when he sued those people who helped him sell that Ciroc, the spirits people. And once you sue that, once you go at the king maker, you the king. Now you want to go at the king maker. You think you the king. Now you don't need him no more. I don't need no more security. See, that's what happened. Oh, don't worry about it. We gonna spank you. It's like he tried to give him $50 million. They said, we don't want that money. Our pitch is on the money. Your pitch ain't on the money. Now we don't want the money. We'll send you over to Brooklyn so you can hang out with Deshaun them, you know what I'm saying, on fifth tier, Yeah, they get you some of these trades, you hear me? Yeah, but they keep something on their books, they won't mess with you. But anyway, we want to say, Black is beautiful. Stay strong. Stay focused. All you young people, stay focused. It's a lot of distractions in the world. Stay focused. That's the main thing. Distractions. Don't get distracted, from your goals. Don't get distracted from your goals. And remember, the key to making it in this world, especially now with all the technology and everything, is to adjust to the situation at hand. Stay out of sticky situations. Stay focused. Peace and love, everybody. Wolf out.